JKLF Chief Yasin Malik clashed with the policemen on duty and hurled abuses at them. The former terrorist even slapped the policeman on duty in his locality of Maisuma in Srinagar. The policeman who was slapped maintained restraint during the entire scuffle. These are the visuals that we are getting. Yasin Malik, former terrorist, now turned separatist, who calls himself a Gandhian, hitting out at the policemen, those who were there on duty. Look at this behavior of Yasin Malik, behaving like a goon there with his people in his locality, and the policemen just trying to calm agitated Yasin Malik. And look at that, there he goes, he slaps a policeman in Srinagar. Let me go across to my colleague Shuja, who is joining me on the phone line for more on this. Shuja, lot of people anyway call him anti-India. He has been talking about a lot of things pro-Pakistan. This behavior of Yasin Malik is not going to go down as far as the larger country and the establishment is concerned.
Well, Ankit, this incident took place yesterday in the morning when, the police parties went to Yasin Malik's house to arrest him. He had basically been released just a day before, but what his supporters have been claiming is that during the night there were many raids that were conducted on his house and the adjoining areas, and according to them, tear gas shells were dropped inside the houses. And that's how these clashes took place when the police party went next day and wanted to arrest him. Him and his supporters clashed with the police, and as you can see, these visuals are a very glaring example of how those clashes took place. Yasin Malik has been arrested now. He has been sent to the jail. Let's also remind the viewers that Yasin Malik has been off late, spearheading this campaign against the PDP BJP government and saying their policies are against people. Remember the issues like Sainik colonies, Kashmiri Pandits colonies, and other issues that the separatist leaders like Yasin Malik
stay on with me. Joining me on the phone line is Mr. Ravindra Rana of the BJP. Mr. Rana, Yasin Malik now not only takes law in his own hand, he literally slaps the policeman on duty.
Yeah, Ankit, yesterday when this incident took place, I was on the way to assembly to attend the assembly session which is going on in Srinagar, and when I passed through the area of the Lal Chowk, Maisuma, I saw some of the people protesting over there, and I asked one of the police officer, and he told me yes, there was this incident had happened, and see, our government has put this Yasin Malik, he is under detention, and not only Yasin Malik but other Hurriyat leaders are also in detention because they are again creating mess in Kashmir Valley. They are trying to create disturbance in Kashmir Valley. So we put them in arrest. They are house arrest, and already FIR is registered.
Mr. Rana, what Yasin Malik and his supporters are saying that he is being hounded for his anti-BJP PDP campaign.
Yes, everybody knows, Ankit, that all these people of Hurriyat Conference, the leader of Hurriyat Conference, are fully supported and backed by Pakistan. Pakistan's ISI and Pakistani military, they are getting a large number of funds from Pakistan, and on the dictates of Pakistan, they are creating mess in Jammu and Kashmir, and we will not allow these people to create this problem, what they did in last 20-25 years in Kashmir. No more mess, no more free liberty to all these pro-Pakistani.
But Mr. Rana, the point is that Yasin Malik has been in and out of jail for for many times. Just putting him behind the bars, is that the option? He is overstepping every time. Now this time he goes ahead and even slaps a policeman. Shouldn't an example be made out of him now?
Yes, and Ankit, I agreed with your views. I agreed with your sentiment, what you said, and I assure you that law will definitely take its own course. Nobody is above the law. Law is supreme in our nation, and he will face the consequences what he committed the crime yesterday.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Rana, for speaking to us. Now let me go across to Sushil Pandit. He's he's a social activist. Mr. Pandit, Yasin Malik is opposed to the colonies of former soldiers in the valley. He's opposed to Kashmiri Pandits going back to the valley, and now he goes ahead and slaps policemen on duty, those who were there to arrest him.
I just heard Mr. Raina, your earlier guest, say the law will take its own course. If the law had been allowed to take its own course, Yasin Malik would have been at the gallows. He would have been hung and dead by now. That fellow is a murderer. He's a killer. He's a rapist. He's a genocider. And law has not had its due in the last 26 years. That is why he's emboldened. That is why he's creating more trouble. That is why he's dictating terms to those who he has brutally cleansed from the valley. Unfortunately, law and order in Kashmir is absolutely redundant, is non-existent. The criminal justice system is defunct, is rotten, which is why criminals have turned into heroes, which is why these killers roam around as political leaders.
Yes, the BJP, PDP government is saying that they have put him behind bars. Stern action would be taken against him. But what do you think is, what do you expect them to do? As far as the government is concerned, they once again put him behind bars. But it seems that Yasin Malik comes out and creates another controversy as soon as he's out.
Yes, actually, for some cosmetic reasons, he is detained every now and then in order to shut the other people up. He actually comes out and becomes more virulent, which is why all one has to do is to reopen those cases, prosecute him, convict him, and sentence him for much bigger crimes that he has committed.
Okay.
I wonder why that doesn't happen. For these small little transgressions, you tinker about, take him into the jail for a day or two, and then release him. They don't even take him into the jail, they detain him at his house. Now, this is mockery. And when somebody says law will take its own course, it is a cruel joke.
Are you disappointed? Are you disappointed with the response of the BJP, PDP government there in Jammu and Kashmir?
Extremely, because all these years we waited for a government with the right perspective to come. Region of Jammu gave its phenomenal support, unprecedented support. Never has BJP come to government with such a mandate. And what we see day in and day out is utter capitulation, is total abdication, is compromise, and one of the most humiliating compromises that this party has made to be in the government. And this is why these terrorists get the courage to cock a snook at this government every now and then.
Mr. Pandit, I request you to stay on with me just to get us a ground reality, a ground check from Srinagar. Let me just go across to my colleague Ashraf Wani, who is on the phone line. Ashraf, Yasin Malik, as Shuja was earlier telling us, this incident took place yesterday. He completely loses his cool, attacks the policemen. What has been the response of the administration?
Ankit, this is not the first time when Yasin Malik has lost his cool during this kind of clash with the police. We have seen earlier so many times when police was trying to arrest him or was trying to detain him. He has always tried to stop these kinds of police actions on him. Mostly in the press conference. At least I remember at 4 times he had scuffle with the police party which came to raid him or which came to arrest him. He has a strong base in the Lal Chowk area of Srinagar. He has supporters always with him, and these kinds of situations we have seen earlier. Yesterday, same thing happened when Yasin Malik early in the morning came for the press conference in near his residence, in his residence where his office is, and he was just briefing the press, and meanwhile a police party from nearby police station came to arrest him. When he was being arrested by the police personnel of the local police station, there this incident happened where he slapped a police officer. Then after that, the police also then grabbed him and took him to the nearby police station, and since yesterday he is in the police, and police has also filed FIR against him. Case has been registered against him, and probably he may be produced in the court, and his detention may be prolonged.
Ashraf, just stay on with me. I'm also being joined by Mr. Ashish Jutsi. He is a social activist. Mr. Jutsi, how do you react to this brazen defiance of law by a separatist there in Srinagar? Yasin Malik, as my colleague was telling us, goes ahead, loses his cool and slaps a policeman, those who were there to do their duty.
Yeah, good evening. I would not like to call him a separatist. Yasin Malik is a terrorist. I don't know why we forget that he has killed 9 Air Force unarmed personnel in 1990 January. Then after that, total as of today, he has killed more than 50 Kashmiri Pandits. Yasin Malik is a terrorist. He is not a separatist. So today what he has done, it is a very small crime. It's a too small crime comparing what he has done previously. So he should be put behind bars. He should be put behind bars.
Yeah, sir, you know, I was speaking earlier to Mr. Sushil Pandit, and he said that putting him behind bars is actually not enough. This is a game that the government has been playing for a very long time. What would you want the BJP PDP government in Jammu and Kashmir to do? Shouldn't this be an occasion when an example should be made out of Yasin Malik, so that others at least don't dare in the state of Jammu and Kashmir to just willfully and whenever they want to attack the policemen on duty?
No, they should. Yasin Malik should be put behind bars, and he should be shifted to any jail outside Kashmir. He should be shifted to the jail outside Kashmir. Not only Yasin Malik and Naeem Akhtar, Naeem Khan, all they should be put behind bars outside the valley. And those like others who also demand this azadi and they want to merge with Pakistan, they should be thrown away from Kashmir, and they should be thrown away to Pakistan occupied Kashmir.
Sentiments there. Mr. Pandit, if you're still with me, I just wanted to get a final word from you about, as Mr. Jutsi is also saying, that at least arrest him taking out of his stronghold in Srinagar, put him in a jail somewhere else, teach him a lesson.
Yes, because as I had mentioned earlier, and as Mr. Jutsi also emphasized, this detention of Mr. Yasin Malik is nothing but cosmetic. It is just to placate people who are outraged by such behavior. And when it dies down in a day or two, the man is out again to commit a bigger outrage. But these are hardly any outrages.
I just request you to stay on with me. Being joined by Tom Varakan of the Congress Party for a reaction, political reaction on this entire incident. Mr. Varakan, Yasin Malik does it again. This is not the first time he has taken law in his hand. This time literally going ahead and fighting and slapping a policeman. It seems that the state is soft on such separatists, with many, activists, even they call them terrorists.
Well, this has been a mystery, and not especially with this new dispensation and the government and the Bharatiya Janata Party's support. Now, one really doesn't know which side of the fence the Bharatiya Janata Party is. The question of rehabilitation of Pandits, I think it's been a long thought-out idea, concept that people of Kashmir live together. And here's a situation, separatists are let loose. One must have an ideological position on what is to be the position of the party, whether it is the Jammu and Kashmir government or their alliance partner, Bharatiya Janata Party. There is no vision, there is no clarity. At one point, you find them totally in connivance with the separatists. And here are the arrests being made and this protest. But what kind of a situation is emerging in Jammu and Kashmir is absolutely, one is not even
Yeah, Mr. Varakan, you know, a lot of people expected that the BJP being, you know, a alliance partner there with the PDP, it is going to see some forward movement as far as few issues are concerned, be it settlement of Kashmiri Pandits is concerned, be it those Sainik colonies. Do you believe that there has been a compromise, possibly not strong enough action that many people would have expected?
This is the traditional double-speak the Bharatiya Janata Party has always indulged in. They speak something in the valley, they speak another language in the plains, and they come to Delhi and have a totally different language. They talk about nationalism, and if you're not a national, you must be an anti-national. And these are the ways that they use their propaganda machinery. One is not very clear on the line, the focuses, and the way forward. If they have to settle the Pandits there, which is, I think, their right to settle down there, I think there's no move forward. There is a chief minister who gives support to separatists. You have Pakistani flags hoisted there. What do you do in a situation like this?
Mr. Varakan, before I let you go, sir, I would also like to ask you this. The Congress was in government before this. What there didn't seem any forward movement as far as the Congress government's policy vis-a-vis Kashmir was concerned in all those issues that you are today criticizing the BJP. Yasin Malik has not been around only today. He's not a phenomena that has occurred today. It just seems that over the years, and continuous governments have failed to put this man into his place, and that is why he's so emboldened that he can slap the policemen today.
Right, Ankit. In fact, the gentleman from Congress ought to be reminded that if Yasin
Mr.
Malik
Varakan, are you still there?
I'm there.
Sir, yeah, that question was for you, sir.
But the other gentlemen seem to be jumping the gun. So what do I do?
I'll ask him to refrain from commenting before you do, sir. Please go ahead.
I said Yasin Malik was not born yesterday. He is a known identified separatist. Congress party has taken positions. We have not allowed the separatists to go the way they have, the freedom that they have today. There may be arguments that we encouraged him or didn't encourage him. That argument is always on the other side. But the point here is a government which said they talk about curbing all sort of separatist tendencies, which is in the center. They talk about nationalism. They talk about patriotism. Pandits have a right to settle in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, if we have not achieved it, for God's sake, you've got the mandate. Please go ahead and do that.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Varakan, for putting your points of view through. Also, thanks to both my guests, Mr. Sushil Pandit and Mr. Jutsi there. Also, Ashraf Wani, my colleague, who joined us with the latest as far as Yasin Malik's latest provocation is concerned. These pictures are only going to embarrass not only the Indian state, but the citizens of Jammu and Kashmir, the government of Jammu and Kashmir. This separatist Yasin Malik has the audacity not only to come out and slap the policeman there, but as our experts were saying, he'll come back once again, get a hero's welcome. The state will once again look small as far as this separatist is concerned.